The Ogun State Governor, Dakwa Abiodun, has inspected the ongoing construction of the first phase of the dual-powered 100 megawatt of electricity as part of the Light Up Ogun State project of the state's government aimed at providing uninterrupted power supply to residents of the state. Inspecting the pace of work at the project located along the Abeokuta-Lagos Expressway in Ewekoro local government of the state, Governor Dakwa Abiodun said critical government institutions would be given priority in the first phase of the project, with 30 megawatts of electricity generated. The project, which is in partnership with the private sector, the governor said, will be extended into major towns and cities across the state towards improving socio-economic development of the state.
The federal government has now removed generation of power, distribution of power, transmission of power from the exclusive list of the Constitution. And following that, Ogun State sent a bill to our House of Assembly, which was duly passed into law. So we now have an Ogun State electricity regulation law that's been passed. It is that law that's governing all the activities of this sector in Ogun State. We now have an Ogun State Electricity Regulatory Commission. And that commission is a commission that will now provide oversight for anyone that wants to generate electricity, anyone that wants to distribute electricity, and anyone that wants to transmit electricity. So I think that nothing can be more symbolic than what you are seeing today, that following the fact that generation, distribution, and transmission is no more exclusive, Ogun State has not only passed the law, but we have begun to walk the talk. We are actually generating, and this is the first phase of our intended 100 megawatts generation capacity that will be generated from this location. So I'm quite excited. I'm sure that by the grace of God, in the next 8 weeks, you'll be here with me to commission this plant to the glory of God and the use of all those who live in Abeokuta. I can assure you that once this is achieved, we may not be able to supply electricity to the whole of Abeokuta, but a substantial part of Abeokuta will now enjoy 24 hours uninterrupted power supply. And that will be unprecedented in the history of Ogun State. This is a government of unprecedented achievements. I'm looking forward, like I said, to doing the same in Ota, to doing the same in Ijebu-Ode, to doing the same in Shagamu. And the whole idea is that by the time we provide this kind of, mini generation plants, 30, 40, 50, 100 megawatts generation plants, it will now allow the power that's coming from the grid to be sufficient for our smaller towns and villages. So by extension, once our cities, major cities and towns enjoy uninterrupted power supply from our generation capacity, our smaller towns and villages also by extension will now begin to enjoy more consistent and reliable power supply, because we have reduced the demand on that much which is being apportioned to Ogun State, because Ogun State government is providing the power for the major towns and cities.